Mm. What it do, Aquarius? It's your girl, Bluetooth my colleague Oya, the spiritual thugger in the building. And I want to make sure that I ask you guys to please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. There will be information within the description link of how to book and schedule your own more personal, confidential readings about whatever. You know, I do romance readings, general readings, finance readings, just about anything you can ask, I can read. So I was just meditating on your energy and just, kind of going into the Aquarius zone. And I had two songs that came to mind. One song was NBA Free Time, and the other song was Solange, Christ in the Sky. So it could be like some. Alright, so this is what I came up with, y'all. Y'all know these songs, then y'all know. It could be like on some divine masculine feminine trip going on right here in different situations where the masculine is feeling like he just wants some free time. And it's feeling, excuse me, I'm feminine, pardon my words. But it's feminine, it's feeling like, it's something, it's basically like she feels alone. She's trying to do everything that she can not to pay attention to what is taking place within the situation. Just something new. You could also be feeling like be feeling within yourself, Aquarius, like you're in a period of time where you're just wanting to see more. The word that I came up with when I was thinking about you guys was elevate. Elevate. So you may be at a point where you're wanting to elevate beyond where you are. Want a little bit more growth and substantialness, stability, sturdiness, money, more land, more businesses. This is like someone who could already be pretty well established, but wanting to elevate beyond what they have established. Okay, Aquarius. So before I go any farther, I did wanted to get those messages out because they were fresh on my mind before I went any farther in the reading. But I do want to ask for divine protection, divinity, guidance, wisdom, clarity, and truth at this time. We ask for protection from all lower vibrational entities, energies, beings, psychic binds, and or mental attacks that y'all be removed from the sex. So of course we about to get right into it. Even though we already got into the juice a bit, we're about to look into seeing what is your overall energy during this time. So may I have one specific clear message for my Aquarius to see where they may be during the time frame, which I think I did neglect to mention, which will be from September the 15th till the 30th. September the 15th to the 30th. Oh, sorry, y'all. Hope I ain't waking nobody up. Y'all know I be loud. So, the overall energy that I got for you during this time frame, Aquarius, is the devil. The devil. So, someone could be obsessing over you, or you could be at the point where you're obsessing with someone. You could be dealing with some type of addictions or dealing with someone who is to some type of toxicities or toxic behaviors, drugs, things of those natures. This also deals with mental bondage, blocks, and mental bondage and blocks, sometimes physical and spiritual bondage and blocks. It just all depends on how the reading is led. There's something else I wanted to say about this. Aquarius, but I'm not going to dwell on that. If it comes back to me later, I'm going to bring it up because it may just come out here. So why is the devil Aquarius' energy from September the 15th to September 30th, Spirit? What's going on with Aquarius? And it's like this one, two. Okay, we're going to ride with that. So, Aquarius, like I said, y'all energy has been kind of, let's see. Alright, so I have enough cards now to look into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Alright, so Aquarius, the overall energies that I see here within your spread, I see strong Cancerian energy and strong Cancerian, strong Gemini and strong fire energy, which is Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. I see your energy coming in here strongly as well. I see mild earth energy here. So at this point, you can be dealing with anyone in any sign or everyone, depending on how things play out. Give me 1 minute. Let me get something going on here. So, you could be looking at a situation or may be at a point where you want to revive a situation that you feel that could have already died. You could also be at a point where you're passing judgment about something that has happened within a situation that you feel like it's something that was revived. This also deals with, like, how can I say this? Judgment also deals with higher callings or divine, like divine interventions. Divine interventions and divine callings. But at this point, I'm really just looking at the point. I'm looking at this here. This is what I see right here, Aquarius. You could be in a situation where you have decided to stop movement of... You could have decided to stop movement within a situation that you felt like was causing some type of havoc to a person, or that you felt like okay, that you felt like was a catalytic move. You could have stopped. You could have basically looked within a situation and realized with a higher mind or with a higher thought that this is something that you really didn't need to do. It could have been a turbulent situation, or it could have caused adversity in some ways. So you made the decision to put an end to this situation and put a stop to whatever move that was made within this time frame that you felt like was causing some type of adversity or hindrance. Maybe you're weird. Maybe you felt like some communication. Either this could be like some communication came in. Something could have happened where something was talked about here, because sword energy is air energy and it does deal with communication. So maybe you had some truth that came into you that contributed to you stopping movement of this plan or of this act. Aquarius, you felt like you needed to take your power back, or you felt like you basically, how could I say this, Aquarius? This is kind of, but you felt like you needed to stand up for, you basically feel like you needed to stand up for yourself within this situation, but you felt like, I guess you just felt like you really just didn't need the trouble. This could have been a situation where you felt like you had to voice your opinion to a lot of different other people about why you backed out on doing this thing. But at the same time, you felt like with your higher mind, your divine being, that was the best move to make. Whereas you could have had some quick communication that came in that caught you off guard about what was taking place within this situation. And basically, when you got this communication that came into you, that you could have basically been enlightened. You could have thought about things from your perspective of what was taking place within the situation as well. But you could have had some outside communication that came into you that also contributed to the decision, the overall decision that you made within the situation of making. And this is like, because this right here is like someone coming in with an offer of finances, or with an offer of stability, or with an offer, with a slow moving offer. So maybe you were slow to act on what was taking place within the situation because you felt like this would cause, hold on, I don't want to say it like that because I just don't feel as if it goes together, but it may. Spirit, what do you feel? All right. So this is why you were slow to take action on whatever this is that you could have been arguing within this group of people about doing. You feel like in the long run, and this is what I'm picking up on here, you could have probably basically felt like in the long run this could have caused you some issues. In the long run, this could have caused you some problems. See, if you felt like, yes, in the long run, this could have caused you some problems. This could have caused some type of toxicity within your life that you felt like could have been resolved by clearing the situation up a different way. Aquarius. Okay, so you could have maybe seen some forward movement, or you could have, with this toxicity. So these two clears here. Okay. So you basically felt like this is a toxic situation, period. Whatever the circumstances may have been that you been asked to contribute to would have caused you some type of toxicity to your life. And maybe you just realized that it was a toxic situation. I mean, and you made a swift change to do different. You, within the situation, you basically made a swift change to do something else. You could have been spying on this person, or you could have seen this person on social media. I don't know, but it does deal with this. Or some type of immature communication, or just like someone could have been talking down on you about the way you ended this cycle, about the way you stopped movement of this toxic activity that you felt like could have caused some type of confusion to you. Or they could have basically said a lot of small things to you about you completing this cycle and ending this cycle of confusion. I'm gonna leave that there, Aquarius. I'm gonna leave that right there. I hope that was helpful. I'm gonna leave that right there. Okay, how does Aquarius feel about this person at this time? Show me how Aquarius feel about this person. This is a lot of cards. Spirit, give me a 3 to 5. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We'll take these. Okay. So you could feel like an event, a party, or a bash, or a celebration, some type of ceremony was already being planned or already in progress. You could feel like something was already taking place behind the scenes with this situation that you weren't told about. You could feel like you already had this situation or whatever it could have been already under control, and you already had success within the situation after a period of hard work. So it just could have been something that you just weren't really willing to re-examine. You could feel like this person is a bachelor or a maid, or someone who is too fussy in their selection of a partner, picky by nature, or destined to remain alone. You could possibly see this person as being a very good friend, a lifelong companion, or someone who can be trusted, and someone that you may could have counted on in the times of need or sorrow. Okay, so we're going to look into seeing how this person may be viewing you, Aquarius. How is this person viewing Aquarius? Thank you, Spirit. From September the 15th. Thank you. To the 30th. All right. So this person feels like either this is you or someone they feel like that is influencing this situation. This person is looking at you or looking at someone involved in the situation. I'm only saying it because of the toxicity. And they're feeling like this Queen of Wands may have had something to do with this. This Queen of Wands is a Sagittarius, Aquarius, or a Leo. They feel like this person must be had something to do with. They're feeling like you're based, and they also feel like you're trying to. This Queen of Wands is demanding at some extent, and she does kind of like things done her way. So they could feel like you're trying to control them, or they could feel like this entity has something to do with this situation of you letting go of they're basically just letting go and kind of like letting bygones be bygones with this situation at this extent. And going with the flow. They feel like you could have maybe been going with the flow of things, or they could feel like you're bringing balance to the situation. So they could feel like you're allowing this person to and I'm only saying that because I see a different card here. But they could feel like you are basically trying to, how can I say this? I'm going to look at it and I'm going to read it how I need to read it. Give me a few seconds. So they could have felt like you were trying to control them to let go of something. And they're basically just feeling like they're going to have the strength and the courage within whatever they're basically feeling like they're having the strength. Basically, this is what this is, Aquarius. I'm going to just say how I'm seeing it because I'm not able to deal with these cards like I want to right now. But your cards are the Queen of Wands, the Temperance, the Strength card, the King of Pentacles. You have the Three of Pentacles, and you have the Page of Swords. But basically what this person feels like is taking place is you're basically trying to have some type of leverage, a stronghold on them of an offer in this situation because they're looking at you as the King of Pentacles. So they're feeling like this offer that you gave to them was something that you partnered on or collaborated with someone else due to something dealing with some type of spying or some immature communication. Someone could have been gossiping about this person. They may have felt like somebody said something ill intended to you about them, and that is why you are reacting in this way. But they are at a point to where they are feeling like they are basically wanting to just stand in there, just basically just kind of stand in their power to what has happened with this situation and let bygones be bygones with it. And maybe they could just have the strength and the courage to move on from whatever has happened, whatever was given to them with this group of people that could have been spying on them on some type of social media platforms, immaturely speaking about this person, speaking down about this person. They just could basically feel like they're going to let bygones be bygones with that. It could be either one of those or both of those. So we're going to move on to give you some advice because we already at 24 minutes. Now I have one card of advice from my medicine woman Terry that please spare from September 15th to the 30th. We're going to take it slow. Thank you. So you have healing from the medicine woman deck. The spirit gave you 2 and please help this one. Real precise message. Methodical goddess here again for my beautiful Aquarius this evening. Just one spirit. Thank you. So from the Methodical Goddess Tarot deck, you have Mary Magdalene, which deals with initiation. Initiation. So, alright, give me 1 second. I'm coming. Aquarius, it's taking me a bit longer because I haven't seen this card in a while, so I definitely want to talk right up on it. Mary Magdalene, in her green robe of fertility, she carries the seed of her beloved into the world. Her golden halo of roses represents her grace and purity of love and wisdom. Mary Magdalene is the blessed and enlightened one, the restored bride of the sacred feminine. She initiates all through her anointment of love with the wisdom of the sacred mysteries. Mary is here to remind you that you hold the sacred womb and doorway to life through your divine feminine essence, regardless of your gender. We don't do genders here. Also, I want to take this time to say sometimes roles can be reversed, which means that you can be the person that I read about last, and the other person could be the person that was read about first. Sometimes energies are reversed, but you just kind of take what you need and leave what you don't, you know. But Mary is here to remind you that you hold the sacred womb and doorway to life through your divine feminine essence, regardless of your gender. Her power is to anoint you through the rites of initiation are available to you as you remember the ancient wisdom and teachings that live in your cellular memory. Honor Mary through the reverence of your holy essence and the power of the inner high priestess as the bride of spirit where all creation is restored. So spirit is basically here referring, one of the main messages that I hear is using your ancient wisdom, which is to me basically saying like two things: use your higher mind and react on what you already know, of information that you already know dealing with this situation or pertaining to whatever's going on with this person. React in what it is that you already know. This also deals with higher elevation and higher elevated thoughts of the mind. There's that word, elevated. Elevate your mind within the situation. Allow your higher allow higher vibrational thinking to interfere and intercede within the situation. I'm also hearing trust no counsel outside of your own. That's why sometimes my words get backed up like that, y'all, because I be having to listen to spirit. You can't talk when spirit talk because you can't hear it when you're talking over somebody. If you're having a conversation with the person and all y'all doing is shouting back and forth at each other, chances are y'all ain't heard a thing that was being said either way. So your last and final card is the Eight of Strength Healing. Eight of Strength Healing, which says, you have worked hard to get where you are. Your system of knowledge can be utilized in this area. Trust your power to mend situations. See, Let me read that again, Aquarius. You have worked hard to get where you are. Your system of knowledge can be utilized in this area. Trust your power to mend this situation. What did I just say? One of my last statements was trust no counsel outside of your own. And Spirit is literally saying to you here, look at what progress that you have made within the situation, or look where you have come at within this situation, and mend this situation based upon those facts. So I hope that was helpful to you. Peace, love, and light. I'll catch up with you guys soon. One love. I'm out.